This is part 2 about my video about this supplement. This is the Google Gemini part about it, where I check Google Gemini. I'll give you a link to part 1. I'm using Google Gemini Flash 2.5 to read more about B-complete by BetterYou, BetterYou being the brand. And first of all, I'll go to the bottom bit because this is where I looked up the founder, and his name's Andrew Thomas. Who is Andrew Thomas? Andrew Thomas is the founder and CEO of BetterYou, a natural health brand he established in 2005, so it's been around for a while. He is recognised for pioneering the commercialisation of transdermal magnesium therapy and developing the delivery of nutrients via oral sprays. Well, for me that puts him in my Hall of Fame of entrepreneurs then, because I've always thought I would prefer things to go straight into the bloodstream, which is the idea of transdermal through the skin. So now he's branched out into oral sprays that go through your inner cheek, through the buccal, through the capillaries there. You've also got sublingual that goes under your tongue. So so there we go. And developing the delivery of nutrients via oral sprays. Key aspects of Andrew Thomas's work and background include innovation in delivery methods. So that's what he's doing. Well done to him. That's why he's in my Hall of Fame. He was the first in the world to bring transdermal magnesium products to market and to harness oral spray technology for nutritional supplementation. One interesting thing about transdermal magnesium, can you not just take a magnesium bath? You know, I find that I don't feel too well in them, and I think it's the thing they're bound to, magnesium sulfate usually. I have a feeling it's a sulfate rather than a magnesium, but I don't know, I've no way of knowing. Epsom salts, which is, they make me feel really ill. Magnesium salts, it takes a bit longer, but I don't take any of the products in my bath now. So anyway, oral sprays is a completely different way. It's through your inner cheek or under your tongue, but I think he's going the inner cheek. Buccal, they call it. Scientific collaboration. Andrew has a passion for education and communication. So he's worked with Cardiff University, University of Sheffield and St Mark's Hospital. I think these are all British. This research has led to the company receiving awards such as the Queen's Award for Enterprise Innovation in 2021. Leadership and growth. Under his leadership, BetterYou manufactures over 50 products and distributes to over 50 countries globally. Entrepreneurial recognition. He has been recognised as a recipient of the Great British Small Business Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and I think he deserves it. Educational involvement. Andrew has lectured for the Institute for Optimum Nutrition and is a trustee of the Nightingale Trust for Nutritional Support. So I don't know if it's a case that elite athletes tend to go for oral sprays that are meant to be, you know, taken in the inner cheek or sublingual or transdermal. You know, they're trying to avoid the digestion system. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm guessing they probably do. You know, maybe it turns out you don't need to, but they're probably thinking, well, this makes sure they're getting it that way. So before that, I asked another question. Yeah, here I asked it about BetterYou, the company. Tell me about BetterYou. That's a good name, that for a brand, I think. I've never heard of them before. Never heard of Andrew Thomas. BetterYou is a British natural healthcare brand that has carved out a unique niche in the supplement market, primarily by focusing on alternative delivery methods to traditional pills and capsules, and that's what makes it great in my opinion. Straight to the blood, that's what they're doing. They are perhaps best known for their transdermal magnesium products and oral vitamin sprays. Here's a breakdown of what makes BetterYou distinctive. Focus on absorption and bioavailability. Yes, that's great. The core problem. BetterYou's foundational belief is that many traditional oral supplements, pills, capsules, have poor absorption rates due to the challenges of the digestive system, stomach acid, enzymes, intrinsic factor issues for B12, etc. I totally agree with that, and I would also put in, if you've got got dysbiosis, you don't know what's happening as well with that. That might be interfering totally. The solution. They champion delivery methods that bypass the digestive system. This includes oral sprays, buccal or sublingual. As we've discussed, spraying vitamins onto the inner cheek or under the tongue allows for direct absorption into the bloodstream through the rich network of blood vessels in the mouth. This is their primary method for vitamins like D, B12, B-complete, iron, multivitamins, etc. Fantastic. Transdermal magnesium. Their pioneering range of magnesium oils, flakes and lotions are designed to be absorbed through the skin, offering an effective way to supplement this essential mineral without digestive discomfort. So that's totally fantastic. Personally, I think we should all, a sensible health system would first of all test everyone's vitamin and mineral status. But do we do that? No, we don't. Instead, people who don't feel they're 100% right, they go to their health shop and they take lots of vitamins and minerals, but they've no idea if that's what they need, if they're absorbing them, all these things. But at least with this, you've got a good chance of absorbing them at least. But I still think the best thing is to get a vitamin and mineral test, but it's very hard to get access to one, and they're quite expensive. And they might not be good enough, the actual test. Science and research backed. BetterYou emphasises its commitment to developmental science and absorption research. They partner with reputable research institutions including Cardiff University, University of Sheffield, Ulster University, St Mark Hospital in London, Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust. This collaboration aims to ensure their formulations maximise nutrient delivery and uptake in the body, which has led to them receiving awards like the Queen's Award for Enterprise Innovation. I mean, that's the kind of thing I would do if I was a billionaire, because then I wouldn't need to worry about it failing, or I wouldn't need to worry about profit margin, and I would also do that in testing. That would be my two things: testing and doing these sort of vitamins and minerals that are absorbed into the blood straight away. Product range. Their product portfolio is extensive and built around their core absorption technologies. Key product categories include oral vitamin sprays, vitamin D, vitamin B12, B-complete, iron, multivitamin, vitamin C, vitamin K2 and zinc. K2 is an interesting one because I think that's mostly created in your colon by your microflora. But if you've got dysbiosis, I think most people probably tend to be over fermenters, but it might be the wrong type of fermentation. So you might be deficient in K2 even though you're over fermenting. That could be bacterial or it could be candida, and you probably get a bit of small intestine bacterial overgrowth too. That's if you think you've got problems with your gut. If you've got a bloated gut and a lot of wind, I think you're probably over fermenting. At the moment we're taught mostly that we're under fermenting, but anyway. On to the next thing. Transdermal magnesium. Magnesium oil sprays, bath flakes, lotions and gels for various purposes. Sleep, muscle, joint, sensitive skin. Like I say, you can get cheap magnesium salts out of Home Bargains, say, but that's magnesium sulfate. I don't think that's a very good way to get it, because I think the sulfate might be turned into sulfide or something, and then you've got that problem. That'll be pretty toxic. I don't know. I've just got a bad feeling about it. Anyway, when I took magnesium salts, I didn't feel very good. It took a while to feel bad, but eventually I felt bad. Whereas with Epsom salts, I felt bad after 3 or 4 baths with that. What's Epsom salts again? It's something sulfate. I can't remember. Other specialised products. They also offer products for specific needs, often still in convenient spray or topical formats. And they're very ethical and environmental commitment. They're a Category B corporation, which is a better planet thing. Ethical and environmental. Responsible packaging, palm oil free, carbon neutral, community support, fairer pay, and the founder. BetterYou was founded by Andrew Thomas in 2006. He is recognised for his passion for health education and pioneering the use of oral sprays and transdermal magnesium. In essence, BetterYou positions itself as an innovative, science-driven natural healthcare brand that addresses the common challenges of nutrient absorption with convenient, effective and ethically produced solutions. So, there you go. It's good all around. It's win-win. So now I'll go up. What was that question? I asked it. Does B-complete use the exact form that B vitamins have in the blood? So this is the most bioavailable type of B vitamin. I'm asking it. The type that the blood actually uses. This is an excellent and nuanced question about B vitamin forms. It highlights a key aspect of supplement effectiveness. The B vitamins exist in various forms and some need to be converted by the body into their active or coenzyme forms to be utilised. These active forms are what the body typically uses in metabolic processes and what you would find circulating in the blood ready to perform their functions. So that's what I'm meaning, active really, I suppose. Let's look at BetterYou B-complete. So this is the product that I was talking about. BetterYou aims to provide highly bioavailable forms of B vitamins to ensure optimal absorption and metabolism. This often means they have chosen forms that are either already active or are easily converted, specifically for the most commonly discussed active forms in supplements. So B12, cobalamin. BetterYou B-complete uses methylcobalamin. This is one of the two active coenzyme forms of B12 found naturally in the body, the other being adenosylcobalamin. So that sounds good. Many cheaper supplements use cyanocobalamin, which is a synthetic form that the body must convert, a process that can be inefficient for some individuals. So yes, the methylcobalamin form is directly usable by the body and is the form found in the blood. The B12 is interesting because our microflora produces B12, but it produces it in the colon because that's where the microflora is meant to be. It's not meant to be in your small intestine because then it would be competing with you for your food. It's meant to be in the colon mostly. And when it's there, it can't get the cofactor. So I don't know whether that means the B12 in your colon, produced by your gut flora in your colon, is useless really. This probably has some function. Maybe it helps the digestive tract there or something, but it seems that it's no use because it'll get absorbed, but it's not the absorbable type. It's not the bioactive type. So, whereas the type you get from diet is meant to be absorbed in your small intestine, and then it's got the cofactor there as well. I could be talking rubbish, by the way, here, the coenzyme. Whereas if you take this active form through your inner cheek, then you're maybe just getting the active form ready to go. Your body can use it straight away. Because in the end, your digestive system's here so that you absorb things into your blood, and it's your blood where you're actually using it, or your lymph system, or your inner system. Folic acid, vitamin B9. BetterYou B-complete specifies it uses folic acid, vitamin B9 as methylfolate, as quadrifolic. So they've got some sort of thing they've got a patent for by the looks of it. This is crucial. Folic acid is the synthetic form, while folate is the natural form found in food. However, to be used by the body, both folic acid and folate need to be converted to their active form, L-methylfolate or 5-MTHF. Quadrifolic is a branded, highly bioavailable form of L-methylfolate, so that is the active form. This means BetterYou is providing the B9 in its already active methylated form, which is exactly what circulates in the blood and is used by cells. This is particularly beneficial for individuals with MTHFR gene variations who may struggle to convert synthetic folic acid into its active form. You could find this out, this gene variation, if you do a full gene test. You need to do the whole gene exons and introns. But hardly any of us do. I think everyone should do a whole genetic test, consumer test, so that you've got all the info yourself. But like it says here, some people, probably quite a lot, get a gene variation. When I say quite a lot, maybe 5, 10, 15%. And it doesn't matter how much folate they take in their diet, they might still be blood folate deficient because they haven't got the gene to convert folic acid into folate in the blood, and then it's called what? L-methylfolate or whatever. So if you take BetterYou's form, you're getting it straight into your bloodstream, the active form. So that's a really good reason for using it. Most people probably aren't folic acid deficient, but if you are, then it's worth taking this. Why take the risk, you know? Vitamin B6, pyridoxine. The common supplemental form is pyridoxine hydrochloride, and I think that's what they're using here. The active form in the body is pyridoxal 5-phosphate, P5P. BetterYou's ingredients list simply states vitamin B6, but I think it's pyridoxine hydrochloride to me. So it's not explicitly clear if it's P5P or pyridoxine hydrochloride. If it's pyridoxine hydrochloride, the body still needs to convert it to P5P. While most people can do this efficiently, some prefer supplements that provide P5P directly. I take it there, Peter, you are thinking that not many people have the enzyme variation that might make it hard for them to convert to P5P. I don't know, but they've obviously made some, they seem to have made some decision. It's not really a problem or something, I don't know. But there you go. Other B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B5, B7. For these, the forms listed, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, biotin, are generally well absorbed and readily converted to their active coenzyme forms by the body. They don't typically have the same methylation or conversion challenges that B9 and B12 can for some individuals. So that's interesting information. In summary, BetterYou B-complete makes a strong effort to provide highly bioavailable forms, particularly with its use of methylcobalamin for B12 and methylfolate as quaternary-folic, a patented thing, for B9. These are indeed the active and body-ready forms that are directly utilised in the blood and by cells. For B6, it's less clear from the ingredient list if it's the active P5P form, but for the other B vitamins, the listed forms are generally considered good. The direct absorption via the buccal membrane, the inner cheek, further enhances the delivery of these forms into the bloodstream. So it's good. Maybe long term I'll look at that, even see if there's even better one than this, but this is good value at £12. You can get it cheaper, I think, maybe about £9. That's a month's supply. So I'm just asked that question about the form you were taking it in, the delivery form. Is sublingual the best way to get B vitamins? And here I'm talking about under the tongue. I just use that form. When it comes to B vitamins, especially B12, sublingual under the tongue delivery is often considered a highly effective and sometimes superior method of absorption compared to traditional oral pills and capsules. Here's why. It bypasses the digestive system. Traditional oral supplements need to pass through the digestive tract. This journey can lead to significant loss of the vitamin due to stomach acid and enzymes. They are needed to break down some of the B vitamins before they can be absorbed. Intrinsic factor for B12. Vitamin B12 absorption is particularly complex. It requires a protein called intrinsic factor, which is produced in the stomach, which many people, especially older adults, those with certain gastrointestinal conditions like pernicious anemia, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, or those who have had gastric surgery, may have impaired intrinsic factor production, leading to B12 malabsorption and passive diffusion limitations. While some B12 can be absorbed via passive diffusion in the gut, this is a very inefficient process, accounting for only a small percentage, around 1 to 2% of the dose. direct entry via the bloodstream. So this is what B-complete is doing by BetterYou. The area under the tongue, sublingual mucosa, is rich in blood vessels. When a sublingual supplement, like a spray or a dissolving tablet, is placed there, the B vitamins are absorbed directly into the bloodstream, bypassing the digestive system and the first pass metabolism in the liver. This shortcut allows for faster absorption. Nutrients can reach the bloodstream more quickly, leading to a faster onset of action, higher bioavailability. More of the active vitamin is delivered to the body as it avoids degradation in the gut. This means you might get more benefit from a smaller dose compared to an oral pill. Overcoming absorption issues. Sublingual delivery can be particularly beneficial for individuals with compromised digestion, low stomach acid, or those who lack intrinsic factor, as it circumvents these common absorption barriers. So this is talking about sublingual, but if you do the inner cheek, that's buccal, and you can do that as well. Convenience and ease of use. Sublingual sprays and dissolving tablets are often easier to take than swallowing pills. So I'm not really bothered by that personally, but it's true, especially for the children, the elderly, or those who have difficulty swallowing. They can be taken at any time and often without food. While sublingual is generally considered excellent for B vitamins, especially B12, it's important to note not all B vitamins are absorbed equally and well sublingually. B12 is particularly well suited due to its absorption challenges in the gut. Other B vitamins might still be well absorbed orally for many individuals. Quality of the supplement. Regardless of the delivery method, the quality of the supplement itself, the form of the vitamin, the purity, lack of unnecessary fillers is crucial. Individual needs. The best way to get B vitamins can still depend on an individual's specific health status, dietary habits, and any underlying conditions. For instance, in cases of severe B12 deficiency, injections might still be the fastest and most effective initial treatment. In summary, for many people, especially those concerned about digestive absorption or looking for efficient delivery, sublingual B vitamin supplements like the BetterYou B-complete spray offer significant advantages over traditional oral forms. Personally, I think this is the way we're going to take these sort of vitamins now, because why doubt the digestive system? Take that doubt out of it. Just go straight to the blood through your inner cheek. That's a buccal form, or sublingual. I'm guessing elite athletes probably do that already, and I'm guessing someday the health system is going to recommend that. What about the inner cheek? So this is the buccal method, which B-complete are using for their oral spray. You're spot on to ask about the inner cheek. Buccal absorption refers to the area between the gums and the inner lining of the cheek, while often grouped with sublingual, i.e. under the tongue, under the broader term of oral transmucosal or oral cavity absorption. So that's the umbrella word for it, oral transmucosal or oral cavity absorption. There are subtle differences and shared advantages. How buccal and sublingual absorption work and why they are effective for B vitamins. Both sublingual and buccal routes leverage the rich network of blood vessels, the capillaries, present in the mucous membranes of the mouth. When a substance is placed in these areas, it can diffuse directly into the bloodstream, bypassing the gastrointestinal tract and the first pass metabolism in the liver. So that's the two systems you've got in your digestive system. First of all, it's got to get out of the digestive tract, and then it's got to go through the liver, and it's a first pass metabolism there. Because this is especially beneficial for B vitamins, particularly B12, because it avoids digestive breakdown. As discussed, stomach acid and digestive enzymes can degrade some B vitamins, reducing their effectiveness. Oral sprays and dissolvable tablets used buccally or sublingually bypass this issue, and it circumvents, for B12, it circumvents the intrinsic factor issues needed for B12 absorption. A significant advantage for B12 is that these routes don't rely on intrinsic factor for absorption. This is crucial for individuals who have conditions that impair intrinsic factor production, e.g. pernicious anemia, gastric surgery, or simply have a reduced stomach acid as they age. Faster absorption. The direct entry into the bloodstream means the vitamins can become available to the body more quickly than if they go through the entire digestive process. Higher bioavailability. By avoiding the first pass effect, where the liver metabolizes a significant portion of orally ingested substances before they reach systemic circulation, because that's what I'm wanting. I want to get it into my systemic circulation. And so the liver does a first pass thing. It checks stuff out before it lets things through. It's a bit of a bouncer. More of the active vitamin reaches its target tissues. So by avoiding the first pass effect, this good stuff, B vitamins, is reaching its target tissues straight away. Sublingual v buccal, any differences? Well, both are highly effective. Some minor differences exist. So this is under the tongue versus inner cheek. Location, sublingual, under the tongue. This area is typically thinner and has a very dense capillary network, often leading to slightly faster absorption. Buccal, between the gums and the inner cheek. This area can sometimes offer a larger surface area for absorption, depending on the product's design. Formulation. Products are often designed specifically for one or the other. Sublingual, typically dissolving tablets, lozenges, or drops that are meant to be held under the tongue until fully dissolved. Buccal can include sprays like BetterYou B-complete, which is sprayed onto the inner cheek, or patches, films that adhere to the cheek. BetterYou B-complete and the inner cheek. BetterYou B-complete explicitly states it's an oral spray designed for absorption via the inner cheek. This means it's utilising the buccal route of absorption. This is a very effective and convenient way to deliver B vitamins and harnessing all the advantages of bypassing the digestive system that we've discussed. In conclusion, whether it's under the tongue, sublingual, or on the inner cheek, buccal, these oral transmucosal delivery methods are indeed excellent ways to get B vitamins, especially B12, due to their ability to bypass digestive challenges and offer direct, efficient absorption into the bloodstream. And I should also mention that I'm choosing B vitamins because B vitamins, it's a lot of your energies to do with B vitamins. B vitamins are enzymes that release energy. So if you feel you get chronic fatigue and all these things, if you feel you've got dysbiosis, the health system thinks that you'll not have any problems with B vitamins because it's so available in the diet. But personally, I think if you've got any problem with chronic fatigue or whatever, if you get any digestive problem, there's a chance you might have a B vitamin deficiency. So you might as well spray it through your inner cheek or whatever, get it straight into your blood. Okay, this is the next question I asked further up. It's getting a bit long, this video. I hope it doesn't run out. It's interesting. So I asked it about B-complete by BetterYou, this supplement. BetterYou B-complete is a popular dairy oral spray designed to provide a comprehensive blend of all 8 B vitamins. So there's 8 B vitamins, or essential ones anyway. It's known for its convenient delivery method, which bypasses the digestive system for rapid absorption directly into the bloodstream via the inner cheek. Because if you're not bothered about the delivery, you can get B multivitamins, B multivitamins, just the B vitamins for about £1.50 out of the supermarket, or £1 even. Out of Asda recently they were £1.50, but I think they were about £1 a year ago. And I think that's got all 8 essential B vitamins, but it's to go through all these hoops, like your digestive system, your liver first pass system. It's got to be changed into the bioactive form in the blood. So by using this spray, even though it's dearer, it's gone straight into your blood system. So you're bypassing all the hoops and obstacles. Key features and benefits. Complete B vitamin complex contains all 8 essential B vitamins. Thiamine, B1, riboflavin, B2, B3, niacin, B5, pantothenic acid, B6, That's pyridoxine, I think, or something. Yeah. B7, biotin. B9, folic acid. B12, methylcobalamin. Energy and fatigue reduction. The B vitamins work together to support natural energy metabolism and help reduce tiredness and fatigue. Yeah, these have to do with your energy and a lot more to do with your hormones as well, but energy. So if you feel chronic fatigue, like if you don't feel you're 100%, personally I would just buy this spray and just, spray it in your cheek, of your mouth. Okay, do I need to say that? Enhanced absorption. The oral spray format is scientifically formulated for fast and effective nutrient uptake, especially beneficial for those who may have absorption issues through the gut. Yes. Nervous system and mental performance. Yeah, this is other things they do, you see. Contributes to the normal functioning of the nervous system and can aid in maintaining normal mental performance. Yeah, because B vitamins are cofactors in a lot of enzymes that have to do with, well, everything really, energy, mental, your brain, nervous system, the whole lot. I mean, the other vitamins like vitamin A, they have as well, but not as much. They're more to do with the immune system, I think. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin K, I think that's a cofactor, helps vitamin D. Yeah. Immune support, system support. Certain B vitamins like B6 and B9 contribute to the normal function of the immune system. I mean, they're all round things, and they're water-soluble B vitamins, which means you can take, if you take too many, you'll just excrete it out in your urine. I think the other vitamins are fat-soluble, which means that you can become toxic with them if you take too much over quite a while, probably. I made myself ill with vitamin D. It took about 3 weeks, but I really had an acute. I don't know why, really. I think possibly it brought calcium into my blood, and I've got calciemia, or whatever you call it. But I don't know if that's unusual or not. You're meant to take vitamin K2 with vitamin D, so that vitamin K pushes calcium out of the blood into your, I don't know what, your fat, I don't know. Okay, healthy skin and hair. Biotin B7 helps maintain healthy hair and skin. This is just basic stuff, really. Convenient and pleasant to use. It has a natural peach, plum and raspberry flavour. Yeah, it's tasty. I could do without it, but there you go. I can be taken at any time of day, with or without food. Suitable for various diets. It's often suitable for vegetarians, vegans, etc. and those following a gluten-free diet. Planet-friendly packaging. BetterYou uses planet-based, blah 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 blah. Ingredients per daily dose of 4 sprays, so you're meant to use 4 sprays a day. That's meant to be a daily dose. Thiamine, it's saying 50% there. I think the label actually said 25%, but that's very bioavailable. So, because if you take it orally through your digestive system, you might be taking 100%, but you might only get 50% ended up in your blood. So, riboflavin, that's vitamin B2. That's what makes your urine green or yellow, mostly. 75%. Niacin, B3, 50%. B6, 200%. B9, 200 micrograms, 100%. B12, 4,000%. I didn't know that. Biotin, 100%. Blah blah. I'm not even sure if they're correct actually when I looked at the label. Okay, you can check the rest on the label. You can see in the part 1 video. Reviews for BetterYou B-complete are generally positive, with users often reporting increased energy, reduced brain fog, and a pleasant taste. Many appreciate the ease of use compared to pills or capsules. Where to buy? Well, I bought it in Sainsbury's for £12. You can get it on Amazon, I think, for £9, £10. I'm not sure about that. You check. I don't know if that includes shipping. Yeah, you can get it from the official website. Online pharmacies, health and wellness stores like Holland and Barrett, supermarkets like Tesco and Sainsbury's, other online retailers. I think I've seen it on eBay as well. It's always recommended to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, especially if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or have any underlying conditions. Okay, that's the questions I asked. You can see part one as well. I'll put a link there now for part one. Yeah, I think if you're going to take B vitamins, you may as well take it this way. I think a decent healthcare system someday will advise you to take something like BetterYou B-complete, or another brand through your inner cheek to avoid the digestive system and all the hoops that B vitamins need to do that way, because B vitamins are so universally used in our system, circulation, systemic circulation, for energy, because they're usually cofactors for enzymes to do with energy, to do with mental health, to do with the whole hormones. They're the most ubiquitous B vitamins, really. They're used so much in our body. Some people might be naturally have variations in the enzymes that make these B vitamins bioavailable. And so by taking the bioavailable form through your inner cheek, or you're avoiding that hurdle or lip. There can be all sorts. Like B12 has a complex way of being absorbed. It's got to have an intrinsic factor, which I think is mainly produced in your stomach. And if people have low stomach acid, that might not be bioavailable to them. And then the B12 that's produced by your colon and by the microflora, I don't think that's that's got the intrinsic factor, because that's produced in your stomach and the top of your small intestine or something, I think. So it's too late down there, so I don't know why the body does that anyway. So yeah, that's the sort of thing to look out for. So if you're not bothered about that, you could just take B vitamins, like I say, for £1.50 out of the supermarkets or anywhere. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that. And now let's relax. Let us unwind for the end of the video, part 2, just to digest what we've thought about. Yeah, we'll just absorb the information. We feel calm, relaxed. Just absorb that. Okay? And remember, there's a part 1 video where I look at the actual supplement itself, what it says on the label. Okay, bye bye everyone. Well, I've only been using it I've only taken about 2 days doses, so I can't really tell you. The first couple of doses I felt a bit rough, but I had about 3 really calming sleeps, which I think might be to do with that. But I can't be sure, but I felt they were calming sleeps. So I've done a test by Biolab before, which Biolab in London, which no longer exists, and I was low in biotin, and I think it's because probably I've got gut dysbiosis in the colon and I'm not producing enough biotin, even though I'm probably over fermenting there. I don't know why. Maybe I've got the wrong type of bacteria, because so to get biotin in the spray and straight into my inner cheek, straight into my bloodstream, I don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay, that's all for now. Let's relax and just enjoy. Okay, goodbye everybody.